Rock 108, hey, it's Ned. Upheaval Day 2. We survived the rain yesterday. It's a sweaty day out here, and it's going to get even sweatier because the beautiful man Joe is right here from DED. That's all I got for you, man. What's up, dude?
I'm doing good. How are you, bro?
Good, man. So you said you just got back from incarceration yesterday. How did that go?
Yeah, it was fire. It was wild crowd. It was sold out, so it was just packed, and yes, fire. All a lot of other bands on it. It was a good time. A lot of friends, and we went and did into the Shawshank prison and did the tour.
So cool.
Which was crazy, man. Like, and we went and sat in the cells and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a rad day. Something I'll remember it forever.
It's such a unique place for a festival. I mean, in a freaking prison, a closed down prison, I think. Right. That's so cool.
Yeah, like an obsolete prison, and it was the duality when we were standing in the prison looking out the window at a bunch of just like, there used to be a yard there with prisoners in it, and now there's just people hanging out like drinking beers, moshing and shit. So yeah,
it's like it kind of came full circle. It's its own prison in its own way. A prison of music.
Yes, indeed.
So DED, of course, I've been listening to you guys for years, and the first time I saw you, and we're a radio station in Iowa, is that you guys were on tour with Upheaval for a little bit,
right.
And you played at a place called Spicoli's Reverb, little short shop. But it was so cool because you're one of the very few, if not, I think like 3 bands that opened up for Upheaval or any other band out there. And when you jumped up on stage, you started with Anti-Everything, or I believe it was Anti-Everything, and all of a sudden you just run. Oh, I'm just like, holy shit, buy the CD. And I went up and bought Misanthrope right there. So
amazing, man. Thank you very much.
It's not every day that an opening band all of a sudden just like impresses you so much that you forget about the headliner.
Right. I appreciate that, but that's huge. It's happened to me. I've been out to tours and been like, oh shit, wow, it's kind of my boys now right there. Yeah, it happens, absolutely.
No offense, Upheaval, I love you guys still, but it was a big DED show for me that night. It was a good time.
That was the first, right? That was
that was the inauguration, man. So obviously Misanthrope, one of my absolute favorites, but you had a huge radio hit, Kill Beautiful Things, which was, we played the living bejesus out of on Rock 108. It was so cool. Let's just say Rock 108 people do it way harder than most of anywhere in the country.
Right.
We're one of the few radio stations that aren't so like big corporation, and they control this. So the listeners listen to like what we play, and they're like, well, I don't like this, and we're very listener driven. So that's why you guys work so amazingly well, because we listen to those listeners, and then we play what they want to hear.
That makes it even more special, honestly.
Man.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's killer.
So what's happening in the DED world right now?
Just doing this little run right now, and we just shot a music video, which I can't really talk about, but we shot a music video recently, so there'll be a new video and like a new single coming your way, I'm sure. And tour coming up in September that we haven't announced yet. I'm just waiting on details for a bunch of stuff.
Of course.
But yeah, tour coming up, and then we've been writing a bunch. Got about 10 new songs demoed out, writing a bunch more. It's leaning a little heavy right now, but you never know by the time you get to the recording. But we'll probably hit the studio early next year and get some more dope shit out.
Get it out, man. Absolutely.
I'm sorry, can I
dude, abso-fucking-lutely, dude. No problem.
Yes.
So it's YouTube, and we'll edit it for air, so it's no big deal.
Perfect.
So one of my favorite things I always got to mention artists. I'm a big tattoo aficionado. You were at incarceration. I've got my stuff.
Yes.
I'm curious.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
We got like similar stuff, like pop culture.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You've got Gizmo right there. You got the Gremlins.
Rambo Gizmo.
Rambo Gizmo.
Where he makes the bow and arrow out of the white. I think he lights white out on fire, which is not. I don't think it's flammable. I don't know. Maybe it is. And then a pencil and a paper clip and a to-kill strap. Anyway, yeah. But yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I love the geek culture stuff, man, because or nerd culture, whatever you want to call it. But those tributes of like things that you grew up with or stuff that you really love, and then you tattoo it on yourself, and you get to see how the artist kind of brings it out on you, man. It's cool.
Yeah, man. No, 100%. Yeah. And I'm just, it's cool for people to do what they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just like love whatever it is, and so I just put like band, Alkaline Trio, Every Time I Die, whatever, like bands I like, and I don't really have anything that's like super serious, like like all this means some Chinese symbol that means something special. I got a bunch of stupid stuff, and it's all good,
Yeah, I mean, dude, like this one right here hurt like a bitch.
Oh, is that a Madball?
It's from Doom, the Cacodemon.
Oh, okay, sick, dude.
But you could say Madball too. I mean, because they probably made a Madball.
I think they had one like that, like with he had the little thing in his nose, and anyway, yeah.
Dude, those were so cool back in the day.
So rad, yeah.
Just that time of culture of like the 80s to 90s and whatnot. seeing all that, it was just a different. You look at today and everything is so like everything kind of looks the same, but back then it was like Turtles and He-Man and all that stuff. It was so cool.
Yeah, it felt like the gates were open to just do whatever you wanted a little bit more. Maybe that was just because we were coming up and growing up during that, but I don't know. It's a special place for me. 80s and 90s are the jam. The 90s are the jam for sure.
And this game you were mentioned earlier, this is a video game from 1991.
This is an album from 1990 something. Radiohead, OK Computer. So Radiohead's the jam. So,
There's something about that generation, man. There's just something that just feels so personal about it.
100%.
And a lot of the music too. I mean, a ton of the music, whatnot.
We were having that conversation. We were like, "What was your favorite, era of music?"
Yeah.
And it was like, well, me, like the 90s were like were a very special time because like the underground became popular. It was cool to be weird. It was cool to be different, and it was it celebrated, and labels were pushing weird stuff.
Right.
And like that's cool to me. That's art. You know what I mean? Like so that was a cool thing. And we were talking about it's almost like the 60s. There was like that revolution happening with rock and roll, and then it happened in the 90s again. So those are probably my two favorite eras of music. I think the 60s and the 90s.
Yeah, because again, it was weird.
Right.
It was unique.
And that's what we like, right? So I know we weren't there for the 60s, but I mean I love it. I listen to it, 60s stuff all the time. So
stay weird, man.
Yeah.
And Weird Al's been making a whole career out of it, so why not? So Joe, man, wonderful to chat with you again, dude. So cool. Make sure you check out Dead. We're still playing them on Rock 108, so you know where to hear them when you want, man. So do it up. Absolutely, man. We'll see you next time.